collections. The Archaic Gallery. Kriophoros. Myth. At the Boeotian city of Tanagra, Pausanias relates a local myth that credited the god with saving the city in a time of plague, by carrying a ram on his shoulders as he made the circuit of the city's walls. There are sanctuaries of Hermes Kriophoros and of Hermes called Promachos. They account for the former surname by a story that Hermes averted a pestilence from the city by carrying a ram round the walls. To commemorate this, Calamis made an image of Hermes carrying a ram upon his shoulders. Whichever of the youths is judged to be the most handsome goes round the walls at the feast of Hermes, carrying a lamb on his shoulders. The myth may be providing an etiological explanation of occult practice, carried out to avert miasma, the ritual pollution that had brought disease, a propitiatory act whose ancient origins had become lost but had ossified in this iconic motif. Reflections of Calamus' lust Hermes Kriophoros may be detectable on Roman coinage of the city. In Messenia, at the sacred grove of Carnesus, Pausanias noted that Apollon Carneos and Hermes Kriophoros had a joint cult, the ram-bearers joining in male initiation rites. A description by Pausanias of a Kriophoros dedicated at Olympia, by the sculptor Anatas, has been compared by Jose Dorig with a surviving bronze statuette, 8.6 cm tall, in the Cabinet d'Amdels, Paris, as a basis for reconstructing the severe style of the sculptor. Not all ancient Greek sculptures of sacrifice with an offering on their shoulders bear young rams. The nearly life-size marble calf-bearer, Kriophoros, of around 570 BC, found on the Athenian Acropolis in 1864 is inscribed, Rhombos, apparently the donor, who commemorated his sacrifice in this manner. The sacrificial animal in the case is a young bull, but the iconic pose, with the young animal across the sacrificant's shoulders, secured by forelegs and rear legs firmly in the sacrificant's grip, is the same as many Kriophori. This is the most famous of the Kriophoros sculptures and is exhibited at the Acropolis Museum. Louis R. Farnell placed this Hermes Kriophoros foremost in Arcadia. As Arcadia has been from time immemorial the great pasture ground of Greece, so probably the most primitive character in which Hermes appeared, and which he never abandoned, was the pastro. He is the lord of the herds, Epimelios and Kriophoros, who leads them to the sweet waters, and bears the tired ram or lamb on his shoulders, and assists them with the shepherd's crook. The Kriophoros figure of a shepherd carrying a lamb, simply as a pastoral vignette, became a common figure in series denoting the months or seasons, characteristically March or April.